All right, good afternoon. It's afternoon here. I'm going to do an oil change on this Farmall B. It's going to be really similar to the Super M if you watch that, but my goodness, you don't want to come loose. There's a drain plug on the bottom of these things. Wow. What'd they do? Weld the thing in here? I don't want to move. Let's grab a persuader here. This one's stuck. Jeez. Someone tighten up. Am I serious? I still don't want to move. What the hell? Excuse my language. I'm sure you got a little trick here. So I need some more leverage. Put the wrench on there. Right. That's a super. I gotta dig in there. Dig that out. Ah, this is gross. Well, you know what? I'm gonna pour off what I can into that other bucket. So then I don't gotta reach through as much junk to get that out of there. All right. Okay, nope, there's the wrench. Yep. That's fine. All right. Back to trying to get this thing loose. Let's move that out of the way so I don't have a repeat. Golly, they got this thing in here tight. Oh, there I moved it. Now, hopefully I don't drop the plug in there. That'd be fun again. This doesn't look that used. She's still got some brown to her. But we're gonna go through, change the oil, and then, well, if they changed it, they didn't clean out the plug. Anyhow, we're going to, yeah, you can still see brown in there. Change this and then grease all the grease zerks we can find. Let that drain out. And then, what do you think, a 3/8? 7/16 for that one? There's a 3/8. Whoa, where's the 7/16? Wow. Grab one of the double ones. 3/8. Before we crack that off, we're going to put the bottom back in and slide the bucket over. And we're not going to tighten it down to hold the tractor together. Slide the bucket over here and drain the filter off. There should have been oil coming out of there. Is she all settled? Plug's clear. Okay, put that guy back in. There we go. Wasn't this 7/8? No, shit on there. There it goes. Hey Juan.
How are you?
I'm fine, how are you?
Tired.
Tired?
Pero more on. Go home.
Juan is their son-in-law who is taking over the farm. If you go to Snake River Farms in Becker, Minnesota, the website, they have the books that Tom's written over the years. That's how I ended up meeting him. Was he had a tractor book for sale. And I messaged him like, hey, can I come over and buy a book and see your collection? He said, sure, come on over. Tappy tap. Let's hope that this is the right filter now. It looks too big. This is going to have a different canister filter too. Yeah. Wonder what these are for. Get a whole box of them. But not for this, obviously. But yeah, this filter's not that used. I don't think I needed to change oil on this thing. But we're not this far. We're going to use the same filter. Since I don't have one. And I don't think it's had very many hours on it since the last change. That rub off. Someone wrote on here 522. I just gotta fill her back up. Now the filler's up top. Like you saw in the Super M, I filled it in by the distributor. There's a fill port. This one doesn't have one of those. So we're gonna fill this one. Well, I'll show you in a second. You're probably out of the camera view, but it's up top. I think this must be 7/8 does slip down every now and again. It must be a 15/16 to give me better luck. Let's try the box in. There we go. Good enough. Okay, now we're done with these wrenches. Now we're gonna come around to the other side so we can see the valves for the full, and then up here, easy, that's where we put the oil. So I'll get the funnel set up on that, and then we're going to watch. It's going to be the taller, the higher one, this one. I'll grab a pliers to pop that open too. The catch this back. Looks like I'll put some air in these front tires too. Okay, that's open. Alright. Now I gotta lift this jug way up there because the funnel's tall. This is a super and it took 8 quarts. This is a smaller engine. Okay, that's probably like there's a quart, I'm guessing. Oh, making a mess. Overfilled her. Funnel couldn't keep up. I just overran the funnel if you're wondering what I did. Because I can't see the top of it. So now she's going to smell when you first fire it up. Alright, we're keep an eye on that. Funnel cannot handle as fast as I can pour. We got anything dripping out yet? I don't see nothing. See if I can give you guys a better view of what I'm doing. There. So what I'm doing is waiting for oil to come drizzling out of there. Oh. Ready to fill it up too much again. We got any drizzle yet? Give her a minute to settle down in there. Get this used bucket out of the way before I spill that. A little bit of restoration, rub the oil around. Look like a nice wax job on it. And she's still running. And nope, nothing yet. We're gonna check the air filter on this thing too. Okay, let that catch up. We're gonna give that a minute. We're gonna take this off. So this catches a little oil in there to catch the dust. But we gotta pop this off. Oh, you know what? It's missing that bottom piece. There should be a bottom bowl on here with oil. And it's missing. Huh. Yeah, so there should be a, well, it's like a round canister that goes on the bottom of here. And there should be some pipe clamps on there to hold that boot on that carburetor going into the air tank or air filter, but it doesn't. Interesting. I'm gonna have to see if he's got any extra parts in there for that bottom piece. There should be one on there. A little more oil in here. So they call this filter an oil bath because the oil is supposed to, well, it sucks air and it's drawing it, so then any debris falls down into the oil, and you can use any oil you want in there, just something to collect the dust and dirt. But yeah, I never noticed I was missing that. Interesting. You gotta be getting close. Nothing yet. Bearing's a little loose too. Or I should pop off that dust cover. Tighten it a little bit. Let's see if I can find a jack to raise her up. Side loose too. Yes, there's a little bit of play in there. It could be the bearings need to be repacked, or it could be that they're just a little loose. And we still got nothing coming yet. Just letting all the oil drain out of the bucket. I'm not gonna sit here all day, but most of it out. Nope. We got this. Alright, we're full. Close that up. Alright. I don't know if you saw that, but yeah, it was dripping oil. So that means she's full. How much is left in here? Let that drain into this container and it won't fill it. And then I'm going to clean this too, because this is where it's going to suck air from. That should be clean. So we're going to find the brake clean, get this cleaned up. I think I set it over here. What I'm doing is just hitting there with brake clean. Breathes good as new. Just an oil breather. That'll evaporate. It's brake clean. Alright. Give this a little snug. There. Then we need to see if we can find the bottom one for this. I'm going to spray this carburetor too while I got this here. Okay, well, I'm gonna pause you guys while I go look. See if I can find something. And then come back and we'll check these front bearings. To see if they're, we need to tighten them or repack them or what we got to do. A little too much wobble for my liking. Put a little bit clean on here, clean off my oil. Oh, look at that. She's shining up real pretty. Alright, well, I'm going to pause you guys for a second. This thing could use a good power washing, I think, but not today.